the most recent devastating festival accident where 10 people died of compression asphyxia and 300 fell to injuries during the compression of the crowd. The problems with 50,000 festival goers being compacted in the chill stage in Houston, Texas, resulting in one of the worst festival tragedies, as well as the shame of it coming to be major hip-hop artist. This is the AstroWorld tragedy, the true story behind the Travis Scott Festival disaster where 10 people sadly passed. Where a compaction of humans really shows the problems with bad planning and management. This story is so relevant because this sparked a whole new agency, a whole new group based around the management of festivals, and became a new monumental outlook on how we should plan in the future. So going into it, it was meant to be the festival of a lifetime. Travis Scott was performing on the large mountain-esque chill stadium, allotting homecoming at the third AstroWorld Festival. Launched in 2018 and named after Scott's third album, the 2-day music festival was planned as the ultimate celebration of Houston's hip-hop culture and Scott's love of his hometown. While the festival had been gaining in popularity, no one could have predicted that its latest, and which soon proved to be final, outing would have resulted in one of the worst U.S. concert tragedies in history. Now Netflix's latest series, Trainwreck, The AstroWorld Tragedy, speaks to witness emergency responders who were there on the day and looks to examine how an evening became a living nightmare, resulting in 10 dead and over 300 casualties. What was the AstroWorld Festival? Where did it take place? AstroWorld Festival was the brainchild of psychedelic rapper Travis Scott and featured annually. It was based in NRG Park in Houston, Texas, and named after a former theme park that locals enjoyed going to their childhoods. Since launching in 2018, the festival had steadily grown in popularity. It was set to be the biggest event ever in 2021. The event was now spanning 2 days, and artists such as Tame Impala, SZA, and Bad Bunny, just to name the few. Tickets sold out in just 30 minutes. AstroWorld was now also comprised of 2 stages, the Thrill stage for supporting artists, and the Chill stage, which was specifically for Scott's headline performance. It was at the Chill stage where the crowd crush occurred. Who is Travis Scott? So for any of you who don't know, Scott is a 34-year-old rapper known for his psychedelic and intense performances, who has had 5 tracks hit #1 in the US, as well as working with huge hip-hop Goliaths such as Kid Cudi. Scott is also known for dating Kylie Jenner between 2017 and 2023. The pair shared 2 children together. What happened at the AstroWorld Festival 2021? To get down to it, 50,000 people were thought to be in attendance. There were reports of people trying to even push the gates as early as 2 p.m., with eyewitnesses reporting people being trampled on. However, it wasn't until later in the evening the casualties began to occur. So, Travis Scott appeared on stage counting down the 30-minute before he performed. It was when Scott appeared slightly later than scheduled at 9 p.m., he was meant to be there at 8:45, that members of the crowd pressed forward and surged from the sides and crushing in. Many people fell and others struggled to breathe as it was tightly packed. Describing the carnage, festival survivor Aiden Cruz members being pushed over by the crowds in the documented AstroWorld Countdown to Tragedy. And he recalls climbing up to a camera operator and begging them to stop the show as people were becoming increasingly crushed. While Scott did stop performing numerous times to flag that people in the crowd had passed out and needed medical assistance, his show continued on until between 10:10 p.m. and 10:15 p.m. According to witnesses, after he performed with Drake, however, a mass casualty incident was called for 9:38 p.m. Numerous festival goers tried to halt proceedings, however, none succeeded in getting Travis Scott to stop. How many people actually died? Who were they? 8 people died on the night in hospital. A further 2 people died within the hospital. The youngest person who passed away was just 9, while the oldest was 27. 2 high schoolers are listed also as victims. It was ruled all 10 people died from compression asphyxia, which external forces limit the ability of the chest to expand, cutting off oxygen. The list of victims are as follows: Axel Acosta Avila, 21. Daniel Bigg, 27. Ezra Blount, 9. Madison Dubitsky, 23. John Hilgert, 14. Jacob Jernisk, 20. Franco Patino, 21. Rodolfo Pena, 23. Brianna Rodriguez, 16. And Bharti Shahani, 22. It wasn't until many of the 50,000 festival goers went home that they realized there had been fatalities in the crowd. So, what were the failings of AstroWorld? In the immediate aftermath, people were looking to see who was responsible for the death. Scott took on X, saying he was absolutely devastated at learning the incident followed the concert. He also claimed that he was unaware of what was happening behind the stage at the time. They committed to working together with the Houston community, heal and support the people in need, he wrote. Thank you, Houston PD, Fire Department, and NRG Parks for their immediate response and support. His current girlfriend, Kylie Jenner, also deleted Instagram stories from the event and sent thoughts and prayers to those impacted. A Texas state task force looked into what happened at AstroWorld, which emphasized the need for adequate training for security and event staff. Thank you very much.